Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome dear students to today's lesson. I'm sure that you completely understood on the part 1 lecture, which was about direct speech and indirect speech introduction, about direct speech and indirect speech. In previous lecture I introduced to you in part 1. Whenever I say previous lecture in part 1, I introduced to you direct speech, indirect speech in details, and I'm sure you understood, right? So in previous lecture we studied some rules of direct speech and indirect speech, and also we studied what's narration, what's reporting, and what's speech, the definitions. I hope you guys are completely understood. So in this lecture we are going to be covering some changes, that some most important elements that change while we are narrating from direct speech into indirect speech, or while we are conveying message from direct speech into indirect speech. The first thing that changes modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries changed. Can changes to could, may change to might, has to changes to had to, shall changes to should, had to changes to had to itself, no change here, ought to changes to ought to, no change, might changes to might, will to would, have to had to, must change to, good to good, would to would, had better to had better. How? Let me give you an example, right? So how they are changed now. For example, give me an example. So I say, Ali said, comma, quotation marks, sorry, I can run 5 kilometers. I can run how much? 5 kilometers, right? Now this is an example that Ali says. This is direct speech. I convey it in the same words, right? Now I'm just trying to change this. Okay, how will I say that? Ali said, or he said, no comma, instead of comma, that. I changes to what? He, right? So let me just say these things first. Subjects, how subjects are changed. See, I changes to he or she, right? Now we changes to, come on, they, right? We changes to what? To they. You changes to what do you think? Use your logic here a bit. You cannot. I, yes, changes to I or we, based on what? Based on the subject. If it's singular, it's I, plural, we. Okay, then there are other things that do not change. The similar goes with the possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns, right? So now what are not changed? He is not changed, no change. She doesn't change. They is also not changed. Okay, so these things are not changed in direct speech. Sorry, these 3 are not changed while we are converting a sentence from direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, guys, and similar goes with the possessive what? Oh, come on, possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. Same goes with them as well. Okay, and object pronouns also, same goes with them. Follow the sequence here, you see that. Okay, now he said that he, now can changes to what? Could, because I said that he could what? Run 5, say the sentence, right? And then dot. Here you go with it. Okay, this is how we change it. I hope you understood. Make a lot of examples so you can understand easily. So here you go, had better, right? Now some other word changes. This changes to that, now changes to then, so changes to very, just changes to then, hitcher changes to the chair, bring changes to take, today changes to that day, these changes to those, Test changes to so, go changes to before, here changes to there, come changes to go, as I said here, come changes to go, hence changes to thence, therefore or therefore, tonight changes to that night. Okay, now changes to then. Okay, remember this. Now continue it. Yesterday changes to previous day or the day before or the day before or the last day. Tomorrow changes to the next day or the day after the following. The day after tomorrow changes to into 2 days. The day after the next day, right? And the day before yesterday changes to 2 days before or the day before the previous day. These are you can stop the video for yourself, or sorry, pause the video for yourself and copy these things, right? So you can memorize them easily. Okay. Now, there are no changes. No changes will occur if the reporting is in the present or future. In future, we do not change anything, right? So, see the example. Ali, you are a bad boy. Ali, that I am a bad boy. No changes, right? There is a point, right? If the reporting, we're talking about reporting, right? Here. If the reporting is in present or in future, there is no change. This is a case that a lot of people do not understand. It's not said, it's not in the past. It's what? It's in present, so no change. Whether you are converting from direct to indirect, no change. The same sentence should be said. Ali said that I am a bad boy. No change in what? In tenses, right? Not in other things, only in tenses. We don't follow the backshifting formula while the reporting verb is in present or in future, right? See that they will say, it's a future. They will say the weather is too hot. They will say that the weather is too hot, right? No change in tenses, right? Now, what tenses change? Simple present tense changed to simple past tense. Present continuous tense changed to past continuous tense, and you can just go through all of them, follow them, right? Now how? Let me give you examples, right? Let me give you what? Let me give you examples. Now, give me an example. For example, I say he said, oh, come on. He said he had bought a car. Now, tell me, which tense is it? Exactly. Past perfect tense. Past perfect changes to past perfect tense, right? See this here. Past perfect tense changes to past perfect tense. So we say the same. We say the sentence, right? So I say he said that he had bought a car. What? A car. Now, simple one, right? Okay. Another one. In future perfect. Let's make it in present perfect continuous tense. She said. She said that she has been talking. She has been seeing him for 2 years now. You see this sentence? You should capitalize this one. If you don't capitalize, there will be an error. Capitalization error. Now let's say she said, it's changing present perfect tense change to past perfect continuous tense. She said that she had been seeing him for 2 years. See this. You can make a lot of examples by changing the tenses. Okay, this was about tenses change. As I said in the very first, that pronouns are changed according to the Sun formula, right? See, subject changes. I and we will change according to the subject of the reporting. I said that object changes according to the subject of reporting, and no change. He, she, and they will not change. Okay, remember one thing, that like affirmative, or we can say, yes, affirmative or adverbs of affirmation are not used in indirect speech. They are removed. Let's say the teacher said, yes, I will come. The teacher said that he would come. Will changes to would, right? The teacher said that he would come. Follow this, okay? Now, reported speech structure. Whenever you are making reported speech structure, you can follow. If you are quite keen of if you are quite keen of structures, you can follow the structure. Subject, reporting verb, which is said or told, that plus subject plus verb plus rest of a sentence. See this. Now, said plus noun, said plus to plus object and plus noun. Told plus object plus noun for class. Remember that if said after said to is used, you have to use object. If after told, directly object is used, right? Now, his father said he's hardworking. His father said that he was hardworking, right? Past tense, right? She told me object. She told me I will help you. She told me that, I changed to she and will change to would. She told me that she would help me. You see the structure of reported speech, okay? Now, let's proceed. This was our today's lesson. I hope you guys understood the most important elements that change in direct and indirect speech. Thank you so much, right? Stay safe.